be a short stream tonight. I only really want to get past 87. I don't want to play some more Ross. It's drop, man. It's a drop. So it turns out I was doing this completely wrong. You just do that. I'm not sure why I was trying to do it some really stupid way, but yeah. So that's all you do. New and exciting ways to die on these drops. Hi Brian. I'm not warmed up at the moment, so I'm dying in very fun ways.
I planned on doing K3 today, but then I got sucked in Crimson.
Oh yeah, and now you're on the titular Crimson boss?
I'm on the titular boss. I'm almost done. Sure, what's this game rated? It's rated to 74.9. Which is probably a lie.
Yeah, I wouldn't really trust the difficulty ratings on Delphoot for anything.
I consider them like a vague representation. I think it's probably just that Kermit 2 is underrated. Because, like, Kermit 2 is way harder than Crimson.
Yeah. Also, Crimson is a very old game, and people were worse at games back then. Or rather, the average difficulty has gone up since then.
Mm.
So.
But it's a pretty good game. Has a lot of stuff to it. I've enjoyed most of it. There's been some parts.
Well, I guess for pretty much all fan games, there's always one or two parts.
It's funny how when you play old games, they feel very unbalanced because you'll get like a save that's like comprised of things that made it into the modern age, and you just breeze through them.
Oh yeah.
And then you get to something that's really fucky, and it's like, I can't do this. And they're supposed to be like similar difficulty, but they're not. Not anymore.
Yeah, like the needle segments in old adventure games are always really easy.
No, there's like difficult needle in this, but it's like random spots of difficult needle in stages that are supposed to be hard all the way through, but it's like, oh, here's a corner that you can set up for and do for free. It's like, I guess we didn't take that for granted back then. Oh, I didn't die, but I restarted.
That's pretty bad to do against a boss.
Well, it was right at the start.
Oh.
So it wasn't as big of a deal. But I just thought I was gonna land on an apple. If someone told me the apples in the original had reduced hitboxes, I would believe them at this point. But I don't want to say that, because it's probably wrong.
Yeah, I mean, why would anybody ever reduce the hitbox of something?
I don't know. Because occasionally people make good decisions.
Like, the only instance of, like, hitbox not being the actual sprite, as far as I know in any game, is the kid. I mean, I'm sure there are games that do it, but it's just kind of not really a thing fan games are into.
Yeah, I mean, you see it like in like K3 uses bubble bullets.
Yeah.
It's in NAMTG, greatest game of all time.
I should really play more of that game sometime now that I'm not pissed off from having to restart it.
Yeah, you need to get really pissed off. I just want like I understand it's not a game for everyone, but I want everyone to fight a super fast because super fasts are amazing.
Also, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the whole like random encounter thing. I know they're not random, but
They're
fighting
not
a bunch of
random at all.
fighting a bunch of the same enemy is, I don't know. Not
You
that-
mostly don't fight a bunch of the same enemy. I mean, you'll probably fight like 5 instances of an enemy.
Because I mean, like most of them are not like trivial. They're not like the level of an encounter in an RPG. You have to put some effort into it. It's like after I beat it once,
Well-
I'm already done with it.
But you do level up. That's kind of the thing. Like
That is true.
you get attack and defense gems, and actually, if your because it's subtractive in the game, so if your defense is equal to or higher than their attack, you just insta kill them by walking into them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad then.
And like usually, like the first encounter is hard, and then you get some attack gems, and you can kill them a lot faster, and you've already learned how to do it. It doesn't really grind on you. At least it doesn't for me.
Yeah, I should just give it another try because I spent like an hour or two on it and had to restart. I was like, oh fuck this game.
Yeah. You need to either look up a guide or be okay with doing that.
I'll probably look up a guide when I get back to it because
I also have the entire game memorized, so you can always ask me.
you will be my guide.
I should play through it again. I'm just kind of waiting for the final update.
Are they
Oh,
actually
it's gonna be
still
good.
working on it?
Yes. We have not hit 1.0 yet, and it's a huge game.
Right.
Oh no.
Corner is tricky.
Well, I activated water early,
That's not good.
and I'm dead. And I'm dead.
Are like all the HP values the same as they are in K2?
I don't know. They're either the same or slightly lower. But K2 only nerfed things, so I assume it's the same.
Right.
But I do think they rotate more slowly, so it's easier to get 4 hits before they change.
Right.
Because I felt like that was basically impossible in K2. Does Crimson have a music folder? Because I need to replace this song again because it's terrible.
What song is it?
I don't know, it's the default Crimson song. It's awful. It's fucking noise. Someone's gonna appear in chat and reprimand me. But I'm not reading chat.
I know the Crimson and Crimson Needle 2 uses a song from Final Fantasy X, but I'm not sure what the original uses.
I'm dead. Really? Final Fantasy X? Probably either Seymour Battle or that terrible Otherworld song.
No, it's the Unalesca fight.
Ah, okay.
I kind of like Otherworld just for how cheesy it is.
I-
It's a bad game.
I can't. As someone who quite likes Final Fantasy X, I can't.
Oh yeah, I would say it's my favorite, like, non-tactics Final Fantasy.
Hmm. Not my favorite, but it does good things. It's funny how, like, probably for, like, half of my playthrough, I thought that it was ATB.
Oh, really?
Because the game never, like, explicitly tells you, like, oh, by the way, it's different from all the previous games. So I'm like, okay, there's this bar, I don't know what's happening, but I gotta input my commands as fast as possible. Then late game, I'm like, maybe I don't need to do that. But, it's hard for me to get into games where every character is functionally the same.
Oh yeah, you've talked about that before, I think.
Yeah. I guess, like, thankfully, like, that doesn't happen in Final Fantasy X until post-game,
Right.
so...
And I mean, really, if you want to just play it as optimally as possible, you just use Waka and...
Reels, attack reels, everything.
Yeah.
But, I refuse to use Waka.
I
'Cause
don't
he's
blame
all-
you, because, yeah, who would use Waka, like, willingly?
There's that tutorial at the beginning of the game, and then when you fight Evray, you have to have long-range people. It's the PS2 range of Daijo Hibachi music, obviously. I'm sorry, Jamers. It's terrible, though. Bum, 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 ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. And it has that scream in the middle. Yeah, that does sound like cave music now that just random screams in the middle of the song. It's very cave.
I like Cave's music, but not their boss songs. Their boss songs are basically as you described. Their stage themes are good.
I don't mind the Mushihime-sama songs. They tend to be not screamy.
Man, I'm really bad at this F jump tonight.
Oh!
I think I mentioned this before. The Cave game I played the most is actually the DS port of Ketsui, which is like not even a port of the entire game. It's just a boss rush. I'm not really sure why it exists, but I played a lot of it.
The one I played the most is Death Smiles, because I'm a weeb.
Yeah, Death Smiles is pretty fun from what I played of it. I should get the Steam version. I've only played the emulated version.
Mm-hmm. The thing I don't like about cave shmups is that please set up that corner, goddamn movie, please. You hurt me, you wound me.
I probably should, because you have to loop back around after doing that.
Oh yeah, you do. The thing I don't like about cave shmups is that they're all like hold to focus,
Right.
and I can't stand that. I hate having to mash to like get my non-focus shot. It just really ruins the experience for me. And I like with like Mushihime-sama, they give you a rapid fire button, so that kind of fixes that. But I wish I could like, I don't know, wish I had better control over my focus. Cause like even if you have the rapid fire button, you still have to hold your main shot for a certain amount of time before you slow down. You know, it wonks me out.
Yeah, I played through Daifukatsu on Steam recently, and that was kind of a weird thing for me. I definitely prefer the way Toho does the focus.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Okay, I'm not. No water yet. No water yet. It's like one more hit. Ba 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 ba. Good. We're good. We're good. We're good. No. No, Jamers, you didn't pay attention. Well, I guess I didn't realize that there was a rapid fire in the original Donpachi, which I played a little bit of. I don't think I found that feature. In any case, focus on hold is weird, and I hate it. Sincerely, Brian.
I feel like the Unalesca music is the most fitting song I've heard for the Crimson fight.
That may be true. I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Yeah, if nothing else, it seems like the Hibachi music would be like way too fast-paced for it.
It is a very slow boss fight. It's like. No!
How close were you?
Not even. But I got shotgunned. I want to play Destination. Although original Destination is like way harder than K2
Yeah.
Destination.
It's like impossibly hard.
It's not impossible.
Well, not impossible. It's very hard.
When the genre is full of things that are actually like humanly impossible, that's a phrase you don't want to throw around.
Yeah, I think Kefit warned me against playing Destination, the original game, at some point.
Oh my god. Brian, stop doing those jumps. You're a madman. Okay, I'm dead.
Rip.
Spikes appear faster at the start as well, so it's hard to get 2 full rounds on red and yellow. Man, I'm really bad at killing red and yellow. I don't know if it's from Rust or this version is just subtly different.
I would guess that the KT version nerfed it in various ways. It might not be obvious.
That could be gamers. I was playing the, God, how was I playing it? I might have actually been playing it via MAME. I think I was. And I have no idea how to MAME. There might have been a dip switches thing, and I just didn't know how to even do that. But I wasn't playing Tate like a true guy, so what's even the point?
Yeah, you gotta set up your monitor vertically. Like
Yep.
that.
One of my friends actually got a flippy turny monitor specifically for that. He's not like huge into shmups, but he liked them enough to make that expenditure. He fell in love with a really trashy fucking shmup on the 360,
Oh yeah.
which I'm trying to remember the name of. It had like a weird like gravity grappling hook mechanic. Gamers will probably know.
I assume he's playing
Trigger
the original.
Heart Exelica. It's called Trigger Heart Exelica. It was not a good game, but for some reason he just really liked it. And he like admits it's not a good game.
I think that was one of those games that was like originally developed for Dreamcast long after the Dreamcast died.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. It did not like really look like a 360 game, but it was also like XBLA Live Arcade, so
Right.
it could have just been a low res game. Had a bunch of triangles, one might see.
Like for some reason there were a bunch of people who made shoot 'em ups for the Dreamcast like in like the 2010s.
I mean, Treasure was making it fashionable. And then they died.
Apparently Treasure is still around, but like most of their staff had to leave because they don't have money to pay them anymore.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, sad. Can't believe that actually made it.
Jamers, are you like 5 minutes behind on the stream? You're responding sketchily late to things.
Yeah, the stream shouldn't be behind.
No, your stream is fine. MoogieNet is dead. Long live the king. And all it took was Brian saying, "Why don't you fix it?" You're like,
Really?
okay.
Yeah, about 1,000,000 times. I'm even streaming at 50 FPS. And it's,
Wow. You're a fucking nerd.
it's actually really annoying to stream at 50 FPS because you have to change it back anytime you play any other game.
I just streamed 60. People can blow themselves. God damn, I did water again. Oh god. Oh god, okay, that was bad. This room you're on actually looks kind of fun.
Oh, it's actually, yeah, it's probably one of the best designed rooms in the game.
But it's got that Satan color to it.
He actually edited the tile set in this version of the game to make it less disgusting. The blocks are a much darker color.
It's like a mini Super F.
Yeah.
Moogie, please set up the corner.
I'm worried if I set it up, I won't be able to go back and jump over the shuriken.
What? Setting it up doesn't affect your ability to do that. It just makes it so you get through the corner. And then you have freedom. You have agency at that point, Moogie.
I'm just not used to the way it works.
Just not used to having jumps for free. I mean, back in my day, we had to work for them. We had to time our jumps. What is... kids these days.
I'm not even entirely sure where to stand to work it.
You stand like from the other side of the block, just inch forward like twice. You'll figure it out eventually.
I might not want to figure it out here, though.
It's an investment. You do need to make sure to get the align by touching the right wall, though.
Yeah. That's from too late. Gamers, are you watching this stream at work?
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe I died there. Bad.
That's fine, that's fine. Just not used to people working at 2 in the morning is all. Jamers.
I want to stand further to the edge.
Oh god, that fucking sphincter. Which is not really a sphincter.
It's not as bad as it looks, but it looks pretty bad.
Hold on, let me fix it for you. Oh, that's half a line garbage. You fucking game.
You want the align from the platform you start on. I've remade the entire screen of JTool. Like, initially I did think you wanted the align from the bottom spike of the sphincter, but that's not the case.
I feel like every time I make a very obvious I don't know what time zones are joke, everyone always corrects me on it, as though I don't actually know what time zones are. Like, Brian, do you not realize that the world is a globe and the sun is only on one side of the time? Come on, Brian! Like, oh shit. I do it a lot and I always get corrected. I guess it's just a joke that falls flat. I should stop doing it.
Flat
Should
like
learn
the
from my
Earth.
mistake. Look, Flat Earth has time zones. It's fine.
Oh, wow.
Oh no! I have died.
I have a feeling that's gonna happen a lot.
I'm like fairly experienced with Crimson. I hope it doesn't take me a really long time to do this. But it might, because Crimson is not inclined to help me along my path. Crimson is like 3 minutes of setup and 1 minute of choke.
Then there's the Crimson and Crimson Needle 2, which is 3 minutes of setup and 5 minutes of choke.
That fight looks fun.
Yeah, like, Kale got Geezer to make it specifically for the game, which is kind of cool. Oh my god, I made it.
Yeah, I was like, Geezer, I don't know how to do anything right. Could you please make a boss for me? No. Man, for the longest time, like until just recently, I thought Kale made the original Crimson, but
No.
he's just a copycat.
He just really, really loves it for some reason.
I know. Like, if you only had old games, if you were like living in the world of Love Trap and Crimson came along, I can understand falling in love with this game. Like, holy shit, there's like stuff in it. There's no Mikus, holy crap.
Love Trap is an absurdly bad game. I've tried playing it like once or twice and just...
It's not that bad. I say as someone who's nearly beaten it. But it's bad. Like
it's not what you would think would be like the inspiration for so many other games.
The thing I'm most surprised about is that we have literally like 100,000 Miku bosses all arranged in the Love Trap way with the 5-4 platform configuration and the yellow fucking line of apples that come out of her hands. Like, that's so intrinsic to the genre as a whole. The other 5 bosses have never been remade again. No one gives a shit about them.
Oh, I beat that screen. It didn't take as long as I thought. But I'm gonna say I basically cheated by making the entire thing in J2 and practicing it a bunch. So
That is cheating. Like, I bet you don't even know what the other 5 bosses are because no.
I've watched a TAS of it and I don't remember what they are, even having watched a TAS. So yeah.
Yep. There's a really good boss where it's like the yellow-haired version of a kid, and he's facing away from you, and there's a timeline of apples that light up,
Oh
and
yeah,
when they
that
light
boss.
up, he turns around and looks at you, and if he sees you, you die. So the entire boss fight is waiting until he's just about to turn around, shooting shots, and then turning around yourself. It's extremely good. It's extremely good. One of the other boss is like some retro game like Dig Dug or something, and you shoot him once and he dies. Not surprised that one hasn't made a reappearance. There's... this screen looks like a normal screen for people. What's up with that? There's one where it's like a black and white stick man, and
Game & Watch?
he's like huge, and you have to shoot him, and the only way to dodge him is to be in between his legs when he switches animation frames.
That's so janky and fan-gamey. I love it.
Yeah. There's this one. I can't believe it's never been, like, I'm sure it's been remade because everything's been remade, but it's not in anything big. There's a circle with 9 on it and a circle with 11 on it,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
plays Chirno's math class and Dango Dango over each other
Oh yeah, I remember that.
as you have to kill them. It's a clusterfuck, but I kind of love it. I'm missing one. Let's see. Hide and go seek, black and white thing, Miku, Big Dog guy. Oh, there's an apple boss. So I guess it probably started the trend of apple bosses, but I've never seen it done quite like this one. It's a big apple,
Right.
and when you shoot it, it grows a little smaller and spawns a little apple. And you do that until the big apple is the size of the small apples, at which point it has 1 HP left, but the final iframes are like a minute long, and so it just gets lost in this flurry of other apples that look exactly like it, and then you have to shoot it one more time. It's pretty Cosmic Brain. And then there's Big Kid.
Yeah, Big Kid. We don't talk about Big Kid.
I will attempt him as soon as I do the rest of the goddamn game. The secrets are kind of trashy.
Are you? By attempt him, which version do you mean?
I mean the possible one
Oh, the
movie.
possible.
I like my end game condition. Not that I'm necessarily going to get there, but my goal is to get to the save before EX Big Kid,
Okay.
and that's like my win condition. And then I will try EX Big Kid and just laugh and laugh and laugh.
I feel like EX Big Kid is like possible if somebody were to grind it for hundreds of hours, but like
Yeah,
nobody would ever do that. 'Cause,
yeah. It's
why
like Last Tiss, but Last Tiss is interesting.
yeah.
EX Big Kid is just like really obnoxious and boring. And I'm not sure if there's any pattern to when you get 2 bullets instead of 1 before water. Or if it's just completely random.
Oh yeah, the best bosses are the ones that have unskippable intros. I love all of those in fan games.
So yeah, all old fan game bosses have huge intros. And yes, I need to do Miku EX, which has Liku there the entire goddamn time.
Liku.
And it's like, not only is it like there's like 20 seconds of intro where nothing happens, like each attack has like 10 seconds of downtime in between them. It's colossally good.
I guess that's what happens when you make a fan game and nobody tests it. And you don't even play it yourself.
The good news is that like Dig Dug EX is still one hit kill. So, like the first 5 bosses, you can fight the EX ones in any order before you unlock Big Kid. And it's just like 5 really easy things, and then EX Miku. Balance. If you try to skip the intro, the boss kills you instantly. That's fantastic. I can respect that. I don't think you can skip anything else in the game though. Like I don't know if the S key does anything.
I would be in the style of old fan games, like the Bashi Haha Trolley style.
Yeah. Or the original, I want to be the guy, the mouse slowly moves towards you, and if it touches the kid, he dies.
Right, yeah.
My favorite. I actually don't mind that at all, because having the mouse on your screen is terrible, and that prevents people from doing that. Or they play a very interesting game.
It would actually be interesting to see somebody play it with the mouse on screen the whole time.
That's probably impossible. I think someone tried to do that, actually. And I think there was a part that ended up being impossible. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't the mouse. They activated the final evil save and tried to fight the guy with it on the screen. And I think there's a part that ends up being impossible.
Yeah.
Either like it kills you during the cutscene after you get the gun or something. I'd like to fight the guy again, the original one, because I struggled with it really hard back in the day, and I wonder if it would just be kind of whatever now.
Yeah, there's like a million harder versions of it now.
Yeah. I've just been thinking about playing the original again recently.
Any problem with that is like making sure it doesn't
It
crash.
crashes. Yeah. Yup. I'll never forget my friend. It's the funniest bug ever. He beat the game and was watching the credits, but for whatever reason, like, so the credits involved a kid like walking through a field or whatever.
You have to dodge the apple.
No, sure, but the screen, for whatever reason, on his computer was not scrolling fast enough. So he got screen border killed in the middle of the credits when he didn't have any control.
That sounds like a bug that would happen with that game.
Oh yeah, it's totally in the mythos. But I do think that game remains one of the best trap games.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Although I think Bigger Penis has outstripped it finally in my mind, because that game is
I think I need
actually
to play that game.
brilliant. Have you? Did you watch me play it at all?
I didn't watch any of it. I'll be going.
Okay, good. It's fucking incredible. Like, it's I can't even put it into words.
Is it like actually hard? Is it something I need to like
No,
focus?
no.
Okay.
No, not at all. There's a little spicy final boss, but if I can beat it, you can beat it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Brian, you suck.
Well, actually, I mean you've beaten K2 and I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Oh, we haven't. Okay.
I'm on boss rush.
You shouldn't have corrected me. You should have just let me keep thinking you've beaten it.
Like, I guarantee you, as soon as I beat Gravity Man in New Way, I will beat K2 within like a day. I have no fear of anything else in that game. I know Camelia's hard, but like, I won't hate fighting Camellia like I hate fighting New Way and Gravity Man. So I won't mind the grind.
Big Kid Chase doesn't seem too bad if you know what's coming out.
Everyone says it's like the worst part of boss rush, which sounds incredulous to me.
Yeah, like I'm not sure if I believe that, but I haven't
But-
played it, so I can't say.
I just did the Shine and Bright grind, so I'm willing to believe that I'm wrong on everything ever.
Corner jump is silly because if you don't do a very tiny jump, you die in the spike up top, and the rest of the save is like brain dead easy. Yeah, I say as I die.
I might. I might. We'll see. But like, we'll see. We'll see. There are things that don't bother me that probably should.
Like what?
Like a lot of bosses that I've grinded.
I feel like at some point with I Want a Boss, you just kind of you accept what they are.
Like Yara is like a 4-minute avoidance, but I had a ton of fun grinding that. That's a fun avoidance. Now that the bullshit has been patched out.
Okay, that last jump is actually really tricky. I don't know if you're looking at my screen, Brian, but the last jump of this save it's a thing.
I haven't. I'm in mid-attempt,
Okay.
but I'll be sure to look at it, assuming you don't beat it.
Well, I mean, the screen itself isn't going anywhere.
I don't know. I feel like every Crimson screen for you is like, oh, I beat it.
This is Crimson Needle, not Crimson.
Whatever. Don't patronize me. I know the difference. Tails like, how can I make this more cancer?
So, you know that one screen of Crimson you were complaining about that's in K2, right? Well, no, not the one in K2, the one with the three or four saves that Kevin was like, oh, you should do that in very hard when the saves.
Oh, yeah.
So, KL included that in this game, and it's all underwater, and it only has 2 saves.
It wouldn't be that bad underwater.
Oh, you have to do an underwater plane along with an underwater corner and an underwater diagonal in the same save. And then for the platform hallway, you can turn it into simply a big row of gates.
That would not be as bad as the platform save.
Really?
The platform save was. So I said it wasn't the hardest, but after like an hour grind, I think it's probably the hardest save in the game. Like, there are things that took me longer, but it's mostly because I misunderstood them. Like, there was a secret I didn't understand for a while. And once I looked up the yo-yo video, I'm like, oh. That's probably the single hardest, like, actual save.
I'm surprised. It doesn't look that bad.
It's... Well...
It depends on how fast the platform is, I guess.
The platform is extremely slow.
Oh, okay. That would make it pretty annoying.
And having to do that gate at the end is dumb. It's very dumb. And then you have to like stick the landing after the gate and do another jump, and then you can do a jump, and it's I'm like elementally weak to like time to needle. We know this by now. That's not a surprise. And so like that is just like you have to jump with a rhythm in time for like, I don't know, 20 seconds or so. It's really short, but I get really frustrated and tilted.
I guess the version in this game is kind of a similar concept, since you're just like, there's no floor in between the gates. You're just jumping through gates continually.
Sure. Is it like full gates? Like, or sorry, there's no space in between the gates.
There's no space in between them.
Oh, so it's like a dodeca diamond or something.
Yeah, like the only way you can do it is either just do a rhythm of tapping, or like try and swim inside each diamond, which seems like a kind of bad idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it's dicey, but like that would not frustrate me as much as the platform
like,
stuff.
There's no actual moving element.
Yeah. Is that a screen you've already done, or one that's yet to come?
It's screen 98.
I see.
And then 99, I believe, is the one that was in K2, except super buffed.
Probably not able to skip the second loop.
No. It only has one save.
No, I mean, it normally only has one save.
Oh, right.
But there's the whole gimmick where like you do the final jump and then the spike comes out, but if you time it perfectly, you can jump back instead of falling.
Oh, right. Yeah, there are no triggers anywhere in Crimson Needle.
Oh yeah, so that's nice. God damn it.
I feel like this save should not be taking me as long as it is. Oh well.
Alright, let's look at this final jump. Oh.
Yeah, like, your first instinct is to re-jump before the second spike, but if you do that, you just fall in the pit and die.
Yeah. But you can't jump too high because at full V speed you won't be able to make it through that. That's a little trashy. That's a little garbanzo.
Oh, hello Sayojinoi. If that's how you pronounce your name.
Come on, you.
I keep jumping too early on that corner. Finally, a corner that Brian can't bitch at me about.
It's true. I mean, I would like you to set up the diagonal. I don't know if you're doing that. You're probably not, because you hate me. God damn. That one's so easy, though.
The diagonal is not the hard part either way.
I know, it's not the hard part, but you should do it anyway.
I intend to do Crimson Needle 2 eventually. I think I'm actually gonna try Urkara Needle after this. I'm up to actually floor 40 in Urkara, and I want to try and see how far I can get in it. As far as long, hard, grindy games go.
You want to beat Kefit is what you want to do.
No, I mean Kevin.
Deep in your heart of hearts, you're like, man, if I can beat a game Kevin can't,
I'm sure
oh,
Kevin
it
can
gets
beat it.
so hard.
I just actually like the design in Orkara. Though it has some very questionable things like the M stage, which is like 2x speed on the shaking and flashing and all that.
Boom, 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 boom. I like that song. I've been listening to it at work. No.
That last jump. I'm not sure what Kale is thinking with it.
Do you think Kale's ever really thinking?
I mean, like, I actually think, like, a lot of the design in this game is legitimately very, very good. Like, some of the best design I've played. But there's also some questionable things. So maybe you're right, maybe he just doesn't think, and sometimes he shits out genius, and sometimes he shits out shit.
I don't know. Like, Crimson Needle to me is like a... It's like a hurdle you overcome, you know? It's you do it for the challenge, not because it's enjoyable.
I think that pretty much everything from the 60s on is, like, very well made. It's mostly earlier floors that I feel like he didn't really have a solid idea what to do with. How far are you in it, anyway?
I'm still in the spiral.
Oh,
I haven't played it. The final drop of the first save has killed me way too many times, and that's a stage that is particularly susceptible to the weird bug where it accepts input a frame after, so I
Yeah.
end up like in the air after loading when I saved on the ground, and it just happens a lot, and I get annoyed. I do want to get to the Andrew blocker though. It's always my goal to beat Andrew.
I'm actually not really sure why Andrew is having so much trouble with that. Like, not to brag
His
or
F
anything,
jumps
but
are hard.
it took me like 3
No,
minutes.
Mugi, you do brag. That's part of your brand.
I mean,
To make me feel bad about everything I struggle with.
I legitimately do not think it's that
Like
difficult.
I'll paste a screen, and the first thing Mugi says, like, "Wow, that looks really easy." It's like, well, you are a bitch, a huge bitch, but I'll thank you. Leave me and my family alone. Although it didn't hurt as bad with Crimson because it's a trap game and you assumed every screen was straight needle.
Yeah, I did.
Wow, that looks really easy. Well, you have to understand that you actually have to do it 3 times in a row because... triggers. Although Crimson has been fairly straightforward, I think. There's only like a couple saves in the entire game that are like, start with this grindy jump. There's one screen in the final stage that starts with a plane and you just gotta like bash your head against it until you get through, and Yo-Yo does it first try because he's an asshole.
I was managing to make it below the first 2 spikes, but now I've lost the timing for it.
I've been playing a lot of bosses lately. Like a lot.
Sounds
Most
like
of
it's
them
time
old.
for you to play Get Wrecked.
What is that game?
it's a boss medley of like, I don't know, like 50 or so different bosses.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, like the first 3 stages are like entirely just like the worst shit you've ever seen. Like I honestly think it's worth playing just to see like how bad some of the bosses are.
Is it like a medley or is it like a fan creation? Like, did people create 50 original bosses for this?
It's
or
a
is
medley. It's 50 bosses taken from other games with a few original
Okay.
ones.
Wow. That sounds great.
Yeah, like I said, some of them are just unbelievably atrocious. Oh my god, I didn't make it. That was... that was
I guess I
sick.
should say I've been fighting a lot of, like, avoidances lately, and I don't do a lot of avoidances. I've fought so many Mikus.
Most recent avoidance I did was a Love Live song.
I saw that.
And in my opinion, it was not a good avoidance.
Most aren't. So Moogie, you really don't want to hit that wall before the diagonal. That's battle line for the corner.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. That would explain why I'm having trouble with the corner.
You probably... Let's see.
Well, I beat the save, so...
Never mind. Oh, I beat it. Copyright Moogie.
I can't help it if I'm good.
Wow. Hashtag Moogie brag. Hashtag Moogie brag.
I guess I assumed to be the right align since it's right there, but you're right, that is not the correct align. Oh god, what is this weird diagonal thing?
That diagonal's in K3.
Oh, and now
In the
I have to
fucking
do another
in this
corner.
fucking spotlight. You want to hit the block you're standing on for that corner.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Nah, you didn't. You don't know lines.
I can guess.
You just thought because it was close by.
Yeah. Pretty close.
Your only test is proximity. Well, this seems like the right align because it's next to me.
Everybody should just put red lines everywhere.
I'm not gonna disagree, but like the problem is that aligns affect like a lot of stuff, like
Yeah.
diagonals, and you don't want red because red lines would be literally all over
Yeah.
everything ever if you. So, mostly fine with that. I am a firm believer of diagonal lines now. I will spread the gospel.
I like what Meltdown did with the lines. That was really helpful.
Oh yeah, but like I said, like it's only gonna do that for like weird jumps or
Yeah.
like hard jumps.
I mean, I'm
Diagonals are generally considered easy jumps, so you're not going to get align markers for them, but they do make a difference.
That's a tricky jump. Looks like you have to go.
Oh, Hibachi.
The BGM in this stage is extremely loud, by the way. I had to actually turn it down. That's a good
We're live.
noise.
We're alive.
Oh. Ow.
Okay. Red and yellow are dead.
Okay, so I don't have to actually look back. There's a 16 pixel gap here. I should really learn to look ahead at things.
And I'm dead. Okay. And I'm dead.
How far have you gotten?
I've gotten red and yellow dead, green down to like 2 HP, and working on water, but that's the big choke segment, and the water here is brutal. Yes.
Okay. Really? I did a 3-frame?
Story of my life.
When you actually start trying to do like 4 and 5 frames, you realize how hard it is to like actually do them without trying to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Song here is pretty nice, at least. It's a nice change from some other stuff.
Oh. God damn it. I feel like there's more yellow apples after yellow's dead circling around you in this version. It feels a lot denser.
It's diagonal.
There's probably an align for it,
Probably.
but it's on half align garbage, so I don't know what it is. I really gotta learn those. I really gotta learn those. They come up so often.
Okay, so looks like I don't ever want to hold right there.
No. I wish this was double jump water. It would make me so happy.
30 hours of playtime.
Hooray.
Easily the longest I've spent on a single fan game.
You gotta play not another Magic Tower game.
How many hours does that take?
Well, let's check to see. I do wonder what I'm at.
Oh, definitely want to get
But I have like 1,000 different saves, so. Crap, how do I open the menu? God damn it.
the hardest puzzle of all. How do you open the menu?
I legit can't. Options.
I would guess it's P or something.
Let's see. STUVWX. Is it X? It's X. Okay.
X.
Okay. So this is a new backup. This is perfect. Yep. Load backup. Oh, that's weird. Where's my big? Okay, here's all my big ones.
Oh, really?
Current? Ah, gotta put that in the right folder. Okay, backups.
Should have kept holding left.
Alright. My longest thing is currently at 56 hours and 38 minutes.
Damn.
And I'm not done yet.
I wonder if you just walk off and make that.
You definitely cannot.
You can't?
No, there's no way. No, you're not going to be able to clear that spike, the left spike.
I guess the easiest way to do it is with a one frame or cancel.
What was that? You're kind of cutting in and out?
Oh, the easiest way to be a one frame or a cancel.
Yeah. You could probably two frame it as well.
Yeah,
Standing farther back.
I might try for the two frame.
I had a jump similar to that in Crimson Needle, where I did a that one I canceled off of. There's another one where I did a cancel double jump to make it.
Oh, cactus.
Not a cactus.
Oh, not a cactus.
Cactus is the numpad thing, which is just fucky. I mean, just canceling your double jump.
Oh, okay.
All right, come back here, Crimson. Come back here.
That was not good.
That looked about right.
It was way short of the portal.
Yeah, but like that, but better.
I can always try and J2.
I can always do it in J2, Brian.
See, that's so
Nothing can stop me. I have J2.
I mean, it's a useful tool. It's in the name.
You should use RMJ.
No, I don't think I want to use RMJ.
I don't even know what RMJ looks like.
It's one of
Too
the
young.
skins in JTool.
Is that the like the white one?
Yeah, yes, the white one.
Yeah. Well, I meant more like the UI, but yes, I guess the skin is also cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, that's. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, you absolutely can do this by walking off.
You can't clear those spikes by walking off. There's no way.
You should be able to make it.
Well, if you're gonna try that, you want walk off a line. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You want the right wall before you go through the diagonal,
Or you can just do that.
or you can just do it. Why do I even try?
So here's 489, which Kefit warned me about. It's all one save, and I'm gonna spend like the rest of my life here.
Oh, I beat it.
I definitely will not be saying that for this floor.
You're like Wafu. Wafu's like, I'm gonna spend $100 on piano.
I don't think that sounds much like Wafu.
Well, he's Canadian. You can't really get the accent right.
Wow, I got in the gate part of that. That's good.
Gates are hard. Every apple was there all at once. I can't blame it though, because I summoned those apples by virtue of my shooting. That's the curse of Crimson.
That was far enough left.
I'm sad that Crimson platforms are so bad. I wonder how the fight would feel if you actually moved with the platforms.
Yeah, as far as I know, there isn't any version that does that.
It's too iconic.
It has to be bad. Oh, that's good.
I'm really confused because So the Secret 3 entrance screen is from Crimson in K3.
Yeah.
That screen has a second. That section has a second screen to it that does not appear in Crimson.
Oh, really?
That screen just doesn't exist, and I'm very confused where it came from.
Yeah, LP, I'm gonna be very, very sad when I get to the end and die on the gates.
You keep popping in and out. Is your mic sensitivity too high or too low?
It might be, or maybe I'm just not sitting close enough to it.
I didn't die.
Oh, come on. Really? Hardest 16 pixel gap in the world.
I don't know if that's actually a harder version of Gate. Raised gates are easier than normal gates, but it does have the shuriken part of it.
Yeah, that's more of a shuriken than a raised gate, really.
You could do it like a raised shuriken,
Yeah.
but you could also do it like a full jump through the gate kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know which one is easier.
I feel like doing a shuriken is easier.
I'm more used to shurikens as well, but they're all over the place in Crimson.
Keep re-jumping way too early. There we go. Okay, you want to keep holding, right? Let's look ahead. Oh, that looks like a man. Okay. Let's see.
That's like a nasty thing. No.
I feel like the corner at the top left is going to be the hardest part.
God damn it. God damn it. Corner at the top left. There's no corner at the top left.
This thing. See my mouse?
Oh. I guess that is tech. Oh, with that corner.
Yeah.
I guess
is-
there's another corner right above it, but it's made with mini spikes.
Yeah, the non-mini spike, because you have to do a re-jump bonk through it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Still didn't hold right. I love how I keep dying on the gate. It's funny.
I think the platforms are smaller than in K2. But I could be wrong on that.
Of course I did there. I need to see if you can.
Walk off where?
The pit at the bottom middle.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That's the classic. I think they call it the Rukito jump.
No, that's not the rookie jump.
With it's basically the three block with the spikes below. Except this is a pit instead of spikes. Thought that was that jump.
Oh yeah. If you mean like with a pit instead of spikes, then yeah.
Yeah, but it acts basically the same.
Oh come on. Do a simultaneous input.
You should play Crimson just so you can experience the glory that is the mid boss. It's majestic.
So there's only 2 bosses?
Yep. There's a reason people don't remake the second one, or the first one. Because it's awful.
Oh,
People
yeah.
should really study it. Like academically. As an example. Kevin told me, and I'm like, is it really that bad? Yes, it is. It's not actually that hard,
It's just
but it's
bad.
intensely random. So like, you might just kill it really quickly, basically outside of your control. A task could control it, but you can't. It's lovely. Probably the worst non-intended to be a meme boss I've seen in a fan game.
Yeah, you need to play Get Wrecked and see what some of the bad bosses are like.
Oh god. Does it have auto fire?
No. I mean, like, you're playing the bosses in the same rules you would in the original game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, the first stage of Get Wrecked is, like, extremely easy bosses anybody can beat first try.
Sounds good.
And eventually it progresses into stuff like Sunspike. Why do I keep doing that?
Like what? You cut out again.
Oh, eventually it has like Sunspike and some other famous avoidance bosses.
Oh god, I don't want to do Sunspike.
Oh, they have saves added.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound that bad then. Saves during my avoidance.
I feel like the easiest way to do that is with a cancel.
God. Green. Green is the worst. Green is the fucking worst. It's just a little baby.
They're cute at least. Crimson Divas.
Please. Divas.
Divas.
Divas are a very different thing.
I wasn't aware it was actually pronounced differently.
Well, let's confirm. Yeah. Merriam-Webster has it as either Deva or Deva,
Okay.
a divine being or god in Hinduism or Buddhism, compared to Diva, a prima donna, a usually glamorous and successful female performer or personality. See personality. I didn't know it could be pronounced Deva. Those crazy Hindus. Oh. Really? Thou art suck. You fucker. Oh, no buffering. It's gone. We're done.
I have no drop frames, so it must be on your end.
Must be.
I'm so bad at that job.
Yeah. You don't need... I don't think you can simultaneously hit inputs at a side spike like that.
Really?
I think you have to stagger that. If you're not cool enough. I mean, you're not directly flush with it, but like... It looks sketchy to me. Which might be why you're dying, because
Might
you
be.
are actually hitting the simultaneous inputs.
That might in fact be the case.
You have to be flush with the base, not the top.
I think you're right. I have to do actually do have to stagger it.
God damn it.
I'm gonna give it about 5 more minutes and call it quit for the night.
This is a short stream. I'm gonna go well into 4 AM.
Yeah, kinda tired. Didn't get much sleep last night.
Alright, let's try to get in a good attempt. Let's at least kill red and yellow one more time. That was not the right way to do that.
Yeah, the re-jump there, if you don't do it on one frame, it's frame perfect. Lovely.
I pressed jump like a frame before I landed. Well, I guess I didn't because that would be a bunny hop, but you know what I mean.
Isn't that the same frame you land?
I don't know, actually.
Pretty sure it's the same frame.
Oh. Ooh, dicey, dicey, dicey.
Alright, I'm done for the night. Thank you guys for watching. And thank
Last
you
attempt.
Okay.
Last attempt.
Let's wait for Brian.
Okay. Okay, okay. Red and yellow are almost in. Red and yellow are almost in. I'm gonna play it very safe. Okay, red's dead. Yellow has 2 HP left. Okay, yellow's dead. Now we gotta start bringing down green. And I'm dead, okay.
Alright. Thank you, Brian.
Good night.
Good night.